It was exciting to get out there. It was really exciting to get out there with a lot of guys who practice hard with me, just like I do every day. Don't always get the chance to play. So going out there with some of the old linemen who usually don't play, some of the receivers who don't play a lot, being in the backfield with Ave and the other guys, it was exciting just to see all the guys that you take reps with all week go out there and not be on special teams, but get the ball and play offense. So that was exciting. It's just taking steps. It's a big process of being able to play and help your team, and it was just exciting to go out there and do what I could.
Did you understand that you probably have an opportunity to play a decent bit of time, and just how much I guess did you relish knowing that that opportunity would potentially present itself on Saturday?
I try to take every week the same, regardless of the team we're playing. I know the main role for me this year, as of right now, is special teams. I'm a core four guy on all four special teams, so I take a lot of detail and pride in my job there every week. And then I always try to take offensively the same way every week. But watch as much film as I can, be prepared as if I was a starter, just in case I need to go in. And this week it just happened to where I was able to go in more, and that preparation definitely helped me out.
What was last year like for you, knowing you couldn't really play, but you still have to put in the work and work as hard as you do?
It was tough. Last year was tough. It was every day looking at myself in the mirror and telling myself to put my best foot forward. Some days definitely tougher than others, but um, I always try to keep the end goal in mind, and the end goal every week is to be 1-0. And I knew last year my role on the team was to give the best look on special teams to the defense. And when our defense performed well, I felt I took pride in that because I was one of those guys that helped our team out during the week during scout team.
I know you're back closer to home, but did the fact that they have the running back depth that you guys do, did that not even sway your decision about coming here? Or?
I thought about it, looking into it, but then again, I look at it, and then I came before I committed to coming here. I met Trey Regis. I knew Ashton Johnson being from Baton Rouge, and I knew Levi Lewis, and I asked him what type of guys they were, and he talked to me about them and meeting Trey, and then getting to meet Eli and Ray. It felt normal. I didn't have any second thoughts into it. Our running back room is a family, and we're brothers. We fit. We mesh just great together. And Coach DeLuke, he patted us on our back yesterday, saying how proud he was of us, not being selfish, how we support each other. And I saw that looking into coming here, and that made the decision a lot easier.
Talk about the progress of the special teams. And this is a game where special teams could be the difference between winning or losing. It should be a pretty even game, and how important for this game.
This game, I'm familiar a little bit with Ohio's team. I know they have a rich football history with their coaching staff, and they were projected to win the conference for their team. And looking at film, they're a very technical team. They play their game and they do it well. And being able to make plays on game changes will be big. I think a big part of this week will be field position. If we can win that battle, that helps out our offense, that helps out our defense. Coach Powell gives us the stats every week about um, field position. What's the likelihood of the offense being able to score? What's the likelihood of the defense being able to stop the team? And I think being able to make plays on coverage and then getting us better field position on our returns this week will be a big factor.
Did you redshirt or did you see the field for me?
For Army, I saw the field.
Special teams?
Yes, a few special teams and a little few carries at running back.
Did you just decide the service academy setting went right for you, or what went into that whole decision?
I decided that the military route wasn't the one I wanted to take.
And when you decided to transfer, where besides here did you consider?
I looked into a few schools in the Northeast. I looked into pretty much all Louisiana schools and then a few FCS schools.
What were your options out of high school aside from going to the military?
I had Navy and Air Force, and then I got a preferred walk on here and a few other state schools. So that was pretty much in state or military route. Mm.
TJ, with the wide variety of players that made an impact in the game Saturday, what does that say about the depth of this team, not only at the running back position, but multiple?
That just shows how competitive we are as a group. we're a family that supports each other. But during the week, we work and we go at it, and then we pat each other on the back after the end of the play and tell each other good job. Coach Napier, he takes pride in our Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They're full padded, they're full go, and that just shows the work that we put in every week. At practice, there's no slacking. So being able to throw anybody into the game on Saturday, it just showed that the work throughout the week for everyone, from the ones through the fours, it matters, and it showed up.
What's the biggest
Talk
challenge?
about the military experience, didn't really work for you, but is there anything you could take away from having that experience for a year?
There's a lot of things I take away from being at Army. After high school, going into the prep year is a big shift, a big jump in maturity, and just the lifestyle of being in the military. You have a standard, you have a schedule, you have a uniform, and taking that mindset with everything that you do to put your best foot forward, be there on time, and do the right thing is something that I always try to do.
With this being the first true road game that you guys will play, what do you think is the biggest challenge of maybe navigating that and going on the road for the first time?
I think that the biggest thing this week going on the road is what Coach Napier said at the end of practice yesterday. The way we practice, the things that we are internally as a team, are what you take on the road. Being physical, being tough, being disciplined, and those things really show on the road. So as long as we continue to be who we are, work hard this practice, I feel like we'll be perfectly fine.
You mentioned even too knowing a little bit about Ohio and how they were projected to win their conference. When you're going against an opponent like that in non-conference, how much can that even? Obviously, you've seen a lot of your progress already, but how much can that continue to show you just where this team is progress-wise?
Going into Saturday, we're going to definitely put our best foot forward and compete at the best of our ability. And after the game, prayerfully, we come out with a win, and we'll be able to watch the film and really know playing a better team where we are and what some of more of the things that we need to improve on.
We talked about during the week earlier. Did you and Chris and Ashton kind of make it like a mini competition among yourselves to be the next guy behind those other three?
We don't even really think about it. We all get reps at practice. Coach Jaluk just calls us out, and we go, and we just go at it. We'll make a run, come to the sideline, and ask the other guys what you see, what you thought about this, that, and that, from pass protection to ball security to making the right cut. So we literally, all six of the main running backs, just try to feed off each other and help each other out rep by rep.
Did you know you had a chance of over 100 or that you went over 100, or what did you see when you saw them?
I didn't even know. I didn't know until I got in the locker room and some of the guys came up to me in my locker. Was like, TJ, you got 100 yards. I was like, oh wow. I was just excited that 6 of our running backs scored touchdowns. I really wanted to make it 7 for 7 in the running back room. Everybody on the sideline was like, TJ, you got to get in. You got to get in. But that was just exciting to see everybody, especially like guys like Mike Orphy. Like me and Mike. Mike's a younger guy, and me and Mike are real close. Me and Chris Smith are real close. Me and Ashton Johnston. Ashton's like a big brother to me. So it was just really exciting to see all that happen.
So you would have been in favor of the 15-minute fourth quarter.
I'm not going against coach's decision.
TJ, you mentioned that the running back unit is like a family. You've been playing football most of your life, been on a lot of different teams. Does this one rank at the top in regards to just how tight-knit this team is?
I've been blessed my whole football career. Even from Pee Wee ball, I played with some of the same guys for 5-6 years, ran track with them. I had a good family there. My high school, smaller school, real close family. We hung out like best friends. At Army, we had a real brotherhood because of the situation you're in. It kind of puts you closer to rely on each other. And then here, you don't have all the other things as if I was at a military academy, but it's some way, somehow, we still gel and click like no other. Here, compared to Army, we have more free time. So a lot of my free time is with the running backs. Like I said, Ashton is like a brother, so me and Ashton are with each other 24/7. Me and Chris Smith and Mike Orford, we're always hanging out. And even Eli, Trey, and Ray, we always find a way to be around each other. So I think that's one of the better things that makes our room so close and why we never even second guess when another guy's out there.
What are some of the things that you learned from, whether it be Trey or Ashton or Eli or any of those guys coming
I'll start with Ashton because with my role this year, Ashton's been he's been a big push on me. Me and Ashton were roommates last year, and I just saw him every week going out there and winning Special Teams Player of the Year. And I just kept telling him all last year, just wait till next year. I'm going to compete with you for Special Teams Player of the Year. And it's just been his push on me is just because Ashton is a worker. Whatever you do with Ashton Johnson, if you don't show up, he will outdo you, whether it's running, lifting, or anything else. So Ashton goes out there, and he's a hard-working guy. He's prideful in what he does, and he goes out there perform in every special teams. And then you look at guys like Eli, Trey, and Ray, the way they prepare, the way they take the week every day, and the way that they run the ball at practice. And that's the exact same way that they run the ball in the game. There's no speed being lost. There's no physicality being lost during practice. It's game day reps every day. And then taking things from even Chris Smith and our younger guys. Chris Smith and Mike Orphy have Ray-type speed and cuts and vision. So I always pick and pull from a lot of those guys, from everybody pretty much.
Who's working as the scout team running backs this year?
Right now it's Brendan Horman and Mike Orphy.